In this video, we're going to show you how you can configure the Genesis theme settings. To do this, you will need to have Genesis installed on your WordPress website. So if you're already logged in, you'll have the admin bar up the top. So we're just going to go into the dashboard now. And from there, we need to go to Genesis and then theme settings. The first options that we have available to us are regarding updates of the framework. So what we want to do is make sure that these are enabled, because if there's any security holes noticed, they're going to be fixed pretty quickly. So you want to make sure that you're getting those as quickly as possible as well. And indeed, you can also set an email address to receive notifications of when updates are available. Next, if you're using a custom software or service for your RSS feeds, be it just the post content or for the comments, you can actually choose to set those in here so that when people visit them, they go to the right place. But you'll also note that you can choose to redirect the feed, but it also does say only really do that if your feeds are handled by FeedBurner, otherwise you may run into problems. Thereafter, we can actually choose the default layout of the theme, and this is probably one of the great things about Genesis that makes it really good for people who want to be able to make simple changes to their theme without having to buy a theme that's really bloated and way too full of options, like many of the commercial themes that are available. So all you need to do is just choose a layout that you would like. Maybe you'd like the sidebar to be on the left, for instance. You can do that, that's no problem at all. Then you can choose to make some changes to the header area. So you can actually choose if you want an image or a text logo. Always best to have text, of course. Text will result in better search results for you. Then you can choose some primary navigation extras if you'd like to do that. So you've got a few options you can choose from. We'll just put in today's date as something simple we can show there. And next, we have the ability to add in breadcrumbs, which are basically just a way of showing where you are on the website and sort of where that's located. So if you were on a post, it would be homepage, category, post name, etc. So we'll turn a few of these on just in order to demonstrate how they work. Next, you can choose comments and trackbacks, and this is sort of a global level control, so you can turn them on or off if you would like. So comments are pretty great to have on posts, questionable on pages, but it's really up to you, and it depends on the site you have and how you run it and so on. As far as trackbacks though, they're less useful than a comment, that's for sure, so I'm going to turn those off for now. Now we come to the content archive settings. So we can choose to display the post content or post excerpt. So I'm just going to choose excerpts as something different, and we'll just choose to include the featured image, whereby thereafter we get to choose the size. I'm just going to choose a thumbnail, medium sized image, 300 by 300. And then we can choose the post navigation technique. You can choose to have previous and next links or numeric. I think numeric are probably a little bit nicer to look at. It'll show the user what page they are on, of how many pages as well. Now you can choose the blog page template. So as it says, these settings apply to any page given the blog page template, not the home page or the post archives, but if you actually go into pages, create a new page, and on the right hand side where it says what template you're after, you choose blog, that's what this will apply to. So you can choose to display certain categories or subcategories if you would like. And we should note that the default is all categories, but if you'd like to exclude any and you are using all categories, you can just put in the category IDs there. And you can also, of course, naturally choose how many posts you'd like to show. Finally, we have the ability to enter any scripts or code that we'd like to have output in the head of the document or just before the closing body tag. So if you had any additional JavaScript or CSS or just anything in particular that you wanted to insert into your website, you can just do it really simply through here, and it'll be handled the right way rather than editing a theme or anything like that. So if you do need to add anything in, it's best to do it through here. So if you're happy with all these changes, we just need to hit Save Settings to make sure we preserve the changes, and we'll go to the website. And here we can see a few of those changes that we've made are live indeed. So we've got the menu just as we did before, but on the right hand side we've got the date. Then we've got the sidebar area over on the left hand side now. And those are really all the changes we made, aside from changing the content from the full content to an excerpt as well. So that change has been reflected. And you can also see we have the breadcrumbs where it says you were here home, and then we go into the uncategorized category and then hello world, and that's the post. So if you have any questions about this at all, or any of the default Genesis functionalities, please feel free to ask in the comments below.